she founded Joyee Washington Consulting with a mission to revolutionize public health by transforming public health research into life-changing public health solutions. Through her business, Dr. Joyee works with community-based organizations, nonprofits, public health organizations, and academic institutions to help them build meaningful community partnerships, conduct impactful research, and create data-informed solutions.
I proposed for my dissertation the first week of March 2020.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever been in a PhD program, if you remember what the first week of March 2020 was like,
just a global pandemic, no big deal.
Right. I was in front of my committee in person, doing the thing, successfully proposed my dissertation. I was like, we about to rock and roll. Like, let's go. Then the pandemic. I was stalled for was I stalled for a year? I was stalled for a year and a half, I believe, on my dissertation, because of the pandemic. And so while I had this kind of downtime, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I like the way higher education acting like right now. I don't know if I like what they doing right now. And my dream at that point was I'm going to be a faculty member. I'm going to be a professor. I'm going to be in the classroom. I'm going to be doing research. Yeah, I was like, after the pandemic or during the pandemic, I was like, nah, bruh. Y'all can have that.
Y'all can have.
I'm not doing it. So I was like, well, what am I going to do now? And I thought, you know what? I got time on my hands. I'm about to start a business, right?
There you go.
And I said, I can leverage more of my skills. Nobody know my skills better than I do.
Better than you, right?
So why am I trusting academia to leverage my skills when I know I can leverage my skills better than they can? So let me figure out how I can use my community engagement skills, my research skills, my public health skills. At that point, I'm a doctoral candidate working on my PhD in education, and my emphasis area was research, evaluation, statistics, and assessment. So I've got all of these different areas covered. I know about community-based participatory research, and I'm just really trying to figure out what is it that I want to do. But it didn't come at that moment. And I tell people all, because I want people to understand. I know people see me on LinkedIn and they're like, oh, Dr. Joyee got it going on. Dr. Joyee got all this stuff.
And do.
Yeah. Baby, it didn't start right there. It didn't start there. It did not. And where I started tutoring students in statistics. That's how I started my business. Tutoring students in statistics for $20 an hour. That's where I started. And I learned I don't want to do that. I learned real quick. I don't want to do that.
But that's a part of the process, right? To learn what you don't want to do as you grow and you pivot.
It is. It absolutely is. And the more I started evolving, the more I started figuring out, I was like, I really want to do this community engaged research thing with organizations, but I don't know how to reach out to the organizations. I don't know how to find who they are. I don't know
what they need.
I don't know how to craft a service or an offering. Like I never took a business class. I'm up here trying to run a whole business and I've never taken a business class. So it's a process. So I had to start where I was at that time. So as I continue to grow and evolve, now nearly 6 years later, now I'm at the point where I work directly with nonprofit organizations, public health organizations, even government-based organizations to support them in successfully implementing their community engagement strategies for both research and practice, in addition to supporting them with their executive leadership and organizational development as well. Because now what I have learned in this process is not only do I love research, not only do I love public health, not only do I love all things data, but I love business. Like, I did not know that about myself.
Wow.
But I love business. And now I get to intersect entrepreneurship and public health and community engaged research. I get to do all the things that I want to do. And I get to support organizations in a different kind of way, from a different lens. And another big piece of my work and my brand and the story that I tell all the time is I want the impact of the communities that I serve. I want them to experience joy. Like, I want them to experience the joy that they deserve. And there are so many times, really all the time, in public health, in research, we don't associate words like love, healing, joy. Like, we don't associate those words with research.